Hello, hello, it's Jeff, the techpreneur for the people, aka TechP, aka the Tech Panther, aka the Winged King. And this is the episode of TechP What's the What. Today, I am on duty to pick up my precious baby girl from school. My wife has the duty of taking my son to have a fitting for contacts lenses. And so the last time I went to pick up my daughter, I got into the wrong line. I got into the kindergarten first grade line. And she's no longer in the kindergarten first grade. And so I got there early, but I still had to pick her up a little late. But this time, I'm in the right place, pulling in right now. I wanted to spend this time and be productive and come to you with a episode of TechP What's the What. Today has been an amazing day. I was able to get up, get some follow-up out to all of the people that I've been connecting with out in the various circles so far this week and towards the end of last week. We've done a celebrity golf tournament fundraising event for NFL player association, former player association president here in Dallas, Byron Williams, on Monday. Yesterday was able to attend the leadership conference to talk about the nine keys to creating an effective work environment and culture. I thought that was really helpful. One of the things that stood out was a conversation around workplaces that speaking of having unlimited PTO. And one of the things that I knew that this was the real deal when I heard this. One of the things that they said about healthy workplace culture is you must mean what you say. And so if it's truly unlimited PTO, what would you do when someone says in March, unlimited PTO? Okay, great. Well, I'll see you all in January. I'm gonna get out of here for the rest of the year. And I would think that absolutely none of the companies that are out there stating that they have unlimited PTO would be happy about that response, and they probably got somewhere in fine print that that's actually not allowable. And so is it really truly unlimited PTO, or is it just words on paper to actually sound good that they don't actually mean? And that's what we're all about with Ontegration and diverse perspectives and the partnerships and alliances that we build. We're about making sure that our actions match what we say. Our mission, vision, and values should align with the things that we do. And we have, unfortunately, for those people that are in the same kind of age bracket that I'm in mid-40s, I should say it's been my experience and that of many that I am familiar with, that they have had to deal with circumstances to where those environments didn't have to be what they said that they were going to be. And so that is changing. That's a shift that's changing. And so I'm going to pause and I'll enter a commercial right in this place right here because my wife is calling me, and then I'll start back up after I talk to her. So I'll be back to you after this break.
Every day, we interact with hundreds of people, like these individuals. In a modern world, we are always faced with the challenges of connecting authentically in a digital world. Meet Darius. As a student organizer at his local college, Darius yearns to find things in the community to share with his friends and classmates that align with social equity, warding off spaces and places that do not align with him and his peers' interests. Meet Lindsay. She wants to be able to address her issues without airing them to everyone online. She wants to find a real-time way to confidentially connect with her circle of family and friends when she needs it most. Be in the know, lead the way, and create your new space. Sign up now at www.oneintegration.com. Be the change agent on how community is done.
Welcome back from the break. Again, this is TechP What's the What, and we spent the first portion of the show talking about what we've been doing at the top half of the week. I want to jump into really where we are now. We are in a position to where we have built a community. The community called Oneintegration is there, it's ready, it's available for those who want to transition into spending their social media time in Respocial media, meaning responsible social, where it's algorithmless and we're no longer being manipulated by the current social media platforms that tell us lies like they need our $14.99 to prove who we are. And once we move and we transition from there, what we'll do is this Respocial platform called Oneintegration, it'll have tiers. There's a basic service that's free, there's a middle tier, and there's a higher tier, and there'll be other tiers that come. Just depending on to make sure that we are servicing the target audience that we're looking to build these trauma-informed services for, because everybody needs to know that they have a place to go and a place that won't manipulate you and cheat you and use an algorithm to suppress your voice. When you log in, you'll see that your feed is an aggregate of whatever you decided you wanted to see. And so today, the lie of social media being free is misleading. They're making billions of dollars on selling advertising that they are putting into your subconsciousness, and that's the price you pay. And so for us, our strategy to start off is not to have a ton of advertising revenue, but to build advertising based off of specific channels that you subscribe to. So that way you will be learning about services that you are actually looking for by selecting those channels. And so one of the channels that we're getting ready to launch and that I am building out is called To the Next Shift. And it's To the Next Shift is a nonprofit for first responders that's founded by a mentor of mine by the name of Ray Shuford. Ray Shuford spent 29 years as an employee of the Dallas Fire and Rescue, and when he retired, he had spent the last 5 years as the chaplain. And moving forward, Ray has dedicated his life to serving first responders and building a path to have trauma-informed services proactively available to first responders. And he's doing this based off of his own experience of dealing with these traumatic experiences that first responders have to deal with without many resources or a place to turn. And also with the heart to make sure that those families, those wives, and those men and women that are first responders are getting the attention and resources they need to no longer have to suffer in silence. And so for me, that resonates. I'm coming out of corporate America where I suffered and still suffer. And in this moment right now, I've been suffering in silence with PTSD, and I let all the way up to the CEO know over the last 2 years exactly what the implications have been and what I've been dealing with. And every now and again I get a message from their lawyers, or my lawyer gets a message from their lawyers. And so that'll come to an end. We'll reach a settlement. We'll go, whatever we need to do. But I can tell you that any type of agreements that are reached are going to have to make sense for humanity. Because when I tell you the story of what I had to deal with is one that would, I think, break some box office records for the truth to be told about what it looks like in corporate America to stand up for yourselves and how they'll turn a blind eye and a deaf ear. And then to also tell the story of how we've gone from having those experiences to now saying, you know what, we're going to build a platform to make trauma-informed services available through our Respocial platform to every person out there that wants to serve humanity and make sure that the challenges that people face are addressed, like Ray Shuford. And so I have to pause right there, because in my mind, I can't think of a better way to respond to a traumatic set of circumstances. We've got to know that we've been called to suffer well. We've been called to not move outside of fear, but to show faith in the presence of fear and move forward towards whatever it is that we're dreaming, we're desiring, and whatever that thing is inside of our hearts that we want to accomplish. And that's how you manifest it. It's not because fear is gone. If there's someone that you know, or you, and you're telling me that there's nothing that's scary going on in your life, then I'm going to say, then how are you exhibiting faith? One must exhibit faith in order to have access to all of the promises that have been put in front of us, and also to accomplish their dreams. No such thing as accomplishing dreams that can be said in the light. That's key. To be able to say it out loud. This is how I got this. This is how I attained this. And this is what I did it for. I did it for the greater good of others. When you can do that, for me, in the way that I look at things, that's more like heaven than hell. Today, all the way up to this point, what I could tell you, and I write about this in my poetry, the ordinary life resembles more hell than heaven to me. People move in darkness. People watch other people get mistreated. People sit in silence, afraid of speaking out. And the largest systems in the world manipulate and take for the people who don't have. And they continue to find old, antiquated ways to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And so instead of sitting around believing that is going to be our future, I decide to have faith and to work towards accomplishing my dreams. And my dream is to deliver equality for humanity by leveraging technology to provide resources to people, to small businesses, to entrepreneurs, to humanitarians, to ensure that whatever is happening to them, they have those resources and they have a place, an algorithmless place, to tell the story of what happened to them if they should choose. Well, it's 1 minute until all of the kids come flooding out here. Looking forward to hearing about my daughter's day. I want you to understand that no matter what it looks like on this camera, I am suffering. I am waiting on a miracle. And I am 100% sure that it's on the way. I am Jeff, the techpreneur for the people. This is TechP. What's the what? Peace.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you all made it here today. I'm your virtual host, Ray Shuford, but all of my close friends call me Coach Shu. Hey, I want to let you know that everyone in this room is amazingly phenomenal and great at what you do. It is much appreciated. So on today, as we begin this journey together to help better serve the first responder community, We will discuss together how we all can be greater at what we do. It's all about serving. And it's all about the first responder community because we need them to be their very best on and off the job. So with that being said, let's get started and be our very best. So relax and do me a favor. Clap loud if you like how cool I look. Let's begin.